It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, today, and you never know, it could be yours.
Could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, where should I sit? Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 55-year-old married woman, and my husband is currently going through a very disrespectful stage of life. He thinks he's a scholar and a comedian, and he is flirtatious with younger women, my son's girlfriend in particular. I've heard my husband congratulate my son on pulling someone so fine and asking questions like, where does she work out? And is her mama as fine as she is? I thought it was father-son bonding, but he has gotten worse. We had a Memorial Day get-together, and my son's girlfriend came over with her little girl. Excuse me. The little girl was attached to me because she said I reminded her of her grandmother. The girlfriend was walking around with a plate on the patio, and all the seats were taken, and she asked my husband, where should I sit? My super ignorant husband said, I know where you can sit, and I almost jumped up and tackled him. He had a dirty old man look on his face, and the girlfriend was smiling from ear to ear. So I loudly told him to sit his ass down somewhere immediately. He got bristly with me, and we had a screaming match in front of our guests. He said he wasn't flirting, and it was a joke. I take a lot of mess from him, but I don't have to tolerate this in my house. My son is in support of his father because maybe he doesn't know my husband was implying something nasty when he said that to his girlfriend. My husband is waiting for me to apologize, and I did not do anything wrong. The girl was at our house again last night, and she was acting funny too. What's going on with my husband? Did I overreact, or is my husband playing me for a fool? Please help. Well, I don't think your husband's playing you for a fool. I don't think that. Did you overreact? Well, maybe you did, but I just tell you, don't second guess yourself. If you think something was going on, if you were feeling something, you know how we are with our intuition and all of that. We know how with other women are at our house, and if they're flirting with our men and all of that. I mean, you probably were right about your husband's response to his son's disrespectful girlfriend. Where do I sit? And he goes, I know where you can sit. Did he show her a seat, or did he just say that? You said he had a dirty old man look on his face. I just think, it was too bad your husband was flirting with this young lady and allowed this kind of foolishness to go down. And the fact that you guys got into a screaming match at the house, what was that about? No, I mean, I think he was feeling guilty at this point because he knew that he was flirting with this young girl. I don't think there's no other way for you to take it except that he was low-key, I don't know, kind of hitting on her. I just say, who does this type of thing in front of their wife at the house? I think he was out of order, and no, you shouldn't be expected to apologize to him. You weren't the one who said this to the guest. Your husband was, and he flipped it. Now you're feeling guilty. Now you're feeling like you should apologize, and you overreacted. I think you're dead on, you're spot on, and I think you need to talk to your son, too, because he sided with his dad, your husband, against you on this one. Steve?
Shirley and I oftentimes agree with a lot of things, and Shirley has given some answers that I have been in total agreement with. I think she does a fine job with her segment on the Strawberry Letter. But sometimes she fails in her obligation miserably. And this is the one time that I think she has failed. Shirley, you made some statements in this. I can't believe you made it. The girl has not been disrespectful in here at all. The girl ain't did nothing. Nothing. By saying, where should I sit, was not being disrespectful. Let me go through this letter so I can save this marriage before Shirley end another one.
I didn't say they had to break up.
You might as well. You 56 years old, lady, and currently, she says her husband's currently going through a very disrespectful stage of life. your son has a girlfriend, and you've heard your husband congratulate your son on pulling somebody so fine, asking questions like where she work out and if her mama as fine as she is. Now, let me say something. When my sons come home with a fine one, I'm on their Instagram with them. Dad, I want you to meet this girl. What she look like? Because I know they know. So they got an IG page and all this here, and I'm looking. And I live vicariously through my boys. Because, right. I mean, boy, I'm talking about, whoo, come through, boy. Come through, sons. I've said stuff like, you better be a Harvey. Show them what you're working with. Come on, boy, I see you. Lord have mercy. Girl, I've asked a little girl, you ever had Thanksgiving at some well-off people's house? Stuff like that. But so I know what he's doing. I thought it was father-son bonding, but he has gotten worse. I had a Memorial Day gathering. Son's girlfriend came over with her little girl. The little girl was attracted to me because she said you reminded her of her grandmother. The girlfriend was walking around with a plate on the patio and all the seats were taken, and she asked my husband, where should I sit? That wasn't being disrespectful. You said she was walking around the patio and all the seats were taken. She said, where should I sit? My super ignorant husband said, I know where you can sit. God, dog. I almost jumped up and tackled him. We come back, I'll straighten it out for you.
At 23 minutes after the hour, we'll come back to recap the Strawberry Letter right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Christmas is a time for joy, and joy is most powerful when it's shared. At the Salvation Army, your $25 monthly gift helps provide warm meals, safe shelter, and Christmas hope for families right in your neighborhood. This season, lift spirits, including your own, knowing you're making Christmas brighter and futures stronger. Give with joy at SalvationArmyUSA.org or at a red kettle near you. That's SalvationArmyUSA.org.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, where should I sit?
This woman who's 55 is married to this man, she said, going through a very, what does she call it? Disrespectful stage of life. And especially when it comes to his son's girlfriend who he brought over to the house and she banging. She fine. So he asking her questions like where you work out, where is your mama as fine as she is? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can tell you right now, yeah, she fine. And Daddy thought that. And you thought it was father-son bonding, but it got worse. The girl came over for Memorial Day, bought a little girl. The little girl was attracted to her mother because the lady wrote the letter because it reminded of her grandmama. And the girlfriend was walking around with a plate on the patio, and all the seats were taken. The lady said all the seats was taken. So she asked my husband, where should I sit? My super ignorant husband said, I know where you can sit. Oh, I know where you can sit. I know how he said it. Sit. So you want to sit, huh? I almost jumped up and tackled him. He had a dirty old man look on his face, and the girlfriend was smiling from ear to ear. He's flattering his son's girlfriend publicly in front of everyone. Now, is this bad judgment? Yep. Is this being done in poor taste? Yep. But he's doing it in front of everybody, so he don't really see the harm in it. So I loudly told him to sit his down somewhere immediately. He got bristly with me. Hold up, now, who the hell you hollering at? And we had a screaming match in front of our guests. He said he wasn't flirting and it was a joke. Now, I believe that he wasn't flirting, but it was a joke. Now, was it in poor taste? Yes. Was the timing of it bad? Yes. But this joke was done in front of everybody. He ain't pulling her off to the side, trying to meet up with the girl. He did this in front of everybody. I take a lot of mess from him, but I don't have to tolerate this in my house. My son is in support of his father because maybe he don't know my husband was implying something nasty when he said that to his girlfriend. No, he wasn't implying something nasty. He was implying something risque. He not being nasty with his son's girlfriend. Your husband shouldn't have said it that way, and it's poor taste and bad timing. But I know people that tell bad, distasteful jokes all the time. And I really think this is one of those times. And he ain't upset with his father because he know where his father coming from. And plus, you don't know what you're not privy to is the conversations him and his daddy have when you ain't around. Because father and son's conversation is not for the mothers. I can just tell y'all that right now. What I say to Winton, Jason, and Stevie, that this cannot be said in front of his sisters and his mama. So he done let one out in front of you. That's what happened. Now, Shirley says, trust your heart and everything, and this disrespectful girl walking around your house. The girl has done nothing. She just walking around straight up fine. And if you got to be penalized for being fine, Shirley,
no.
That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, I did because she didn't have to. She walking around with a plate, flouncing around.
With all the seats are taken. No, she flouncing around because she fine. It ain't flouncing. It just do what it do. It shake like that when it move like that.
He flirts with younger women and his girlfriend in particular, so he was flirting.
No, Shirley, listen
That's
to me.
That's what the wife
He said he wasn't flirting and it was a joke. I take a lot of mess from him, but I don't have to tolerate this in my house. My son is in support of his father because he don't know my husband implying something nasty when he said that to his girlfriend. My husband is waiting for me to apologize, and I did not do anything wrong. The girl was at our house again last night, and she was acting funny too. The reason she acted funny was because the last time she was over there, y'all had a screaming and shouting match. Mm-hmm. And she feels like it was at her because everything was directed at her.
Oh, whatever.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Now, she's sitting up there
super
looking like she done made all the barbecue plates. Now, little fine mama that came up in there, see his mama, the girl that wrote the letter, she been at 55 Memorial Day outings. It's all jealousy. 55 look good on a lot of people.
Oh, I got a question. We ran out of
y'all
time.
Look nice. Yeah, but we out of time though.
Yeah. Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on iHeartRadio.
She should apologize to her husband for loudly going off on him in front of everybody. That part she was wrong.
All right. I think we have to come back with this letter. Leave us your comments, meanwhile, on today's letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on iHeartRadio. It is free. Coming up next, we'll do a part 3 of the Strawberry Letter. There are questions to the letter. The subject is, where should I sit? We'll get back into it right after this.
Y'all can't take it when somebody else fine in y'all house. Y'all can't take it.
Whatever.
What a stupid loser.
I can't call it. This your man Cedric the Entertainer, and you're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's my dog.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's the most wonderful and stressful time of year. From airport trips to noisy malls, this is when your family can drive you crazy. But you don't have to go along with all that. With Prime Video, you can take a break from the stress and family feuding holiday edition. Whether you want me time or we time, Prime Video's got new releases, holiday classics, and so much more. Sit back, relax, and unwrap your next watch with Prime Video. It's giving holiday harmony. All right, so here we are. We're back. The Strawberry Letter subject today was, where should I sit? It was from a 55-year-old woman who wrote in because her husband is currently going through, she called a very disrespectful stage of life. He's being very flirtatious with younger women and his son's girlfriend in particular. They had a barbecue. The young lady was there carrying a plate, and she asked where could she sit. And the woman said her super ignorant husband said, "Oh, I know where you can sit."
And it started a very loud fight and argument in front of all the guests. And I realized, I said, I know the guy that was distasteful what he said and the timing was off. But people make distasteful jokes all the time. They just don't know it. But I don't think this man is trying to make a pass at the girl. I think he's just like doing a dirty old man joke, and it's just the wrong place and time.
Yeah, his house in front of his wife. It's his son's girlfriend, and in front of everyone he said it.
And in front of everybody, but then she jumped up and went off on the man in front of everybody. They had a loud screaming match, and I think that she should have said, "Excuse me, can I talk to you for a second?" and pull him to the side and checked him.
But I was going to say, he said what he said in front of everyone.
Right, but she got to tone it down.
But she got to pull him to the side.
Yeah, but see, but listen to me. Listen to me.
Oh,
his intent, he thought he was being funny and a joke. Bad timing, poor choice of jokes, distasteful. But the way to check him was not in front of everybody. She was wrong
disrespected
for that.
She felt disrespected. The wife did in front of everyone.
The son is not offended. He ain't said nothing.
Okay, so let's speak of the son. Speaking of the son, let's turn this around. No, let's turn this around. Man. So if the married couple had a daughter who came with a fine boyfriend, and the boyfriend said, "Where should I sit?" and the wife said, "I know where you can sit," then how would the husband
That's not what this story is. That's not what this story is. This story is not this.
See how you guys try to flip it?
Yeah.
What is the reaction?
You tried to flip it.
What's the
we
reaction
ain't flipping.
from?
Y'all the one flipping it.
No, we're not
to the
flipping
story.
We're not shut up, Tommy. We're not flipping it at all.
Well, see, there's no such thing as a dirty old woman. There's a such thing as a dirty old man. Y'all don't have dirty old women.
As proven in this letter.
That's not what y'all do.
So what would you do though? What was the reaction?
Yeah, I know where you can sit.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he got it right there in front of everybody.
Flip it in front of everybody.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.